Hey everybody, it's Corey of the Yard Buddha, and today I would like to talk about a failure that I've had this year. And I am humble enough to admit when I fail, and it was trying to organically grow some Bing cherries. And I'll show you just what I did and why they failed, and hopefully you can learn something from it, and maybe I'll learn something from it too. But I thought that I'd make a video of it, at least as I'm sitting here ripping off all of the old cherries. I just pulled off the entire left side of this Bing cherry tree, and I probably have about 10 or 15 buckets of cherries, at least a couple thousand, that I'm just tossing into the trash. And I'll tell you why. So yesterday I was out here for about an hour trying to select nice firm cherries, because last year we had a cherry fruit fly problem, and the cherry fruit flies had laid eggs in a lot of these cherries, and then when my kids started eating them, they would break them open and they would find worms in them, and that is not very appetizing. And so I didn't want to do that again, but I didn't also want to harvest these too early. Came out here probably when they first started to ripen, and I would try them, and they just weren't sweet enough. They kind of need to get this dark red color to kind of get all those sugars locked in, but that's also giving it enough time for all the cherry fruit flies to lay eggs inside of them and make them rot. So yesterday I was trying to separate kind of the firm ones that I thought didn't have any eggs inside of them from the other ones, but I'm not doing that today. I'm just ripping all of these off, and they're going in the trash. And I think I'm going to give this one more year of me trying to organically farm this. I do know that these cherries, once the egg is inside of them, they kind of fall to the ground, kind of like that, and then the larva comes out and it gets into the ground, and then next spring is when those larvae hatch, and then they come back out again, and then they start to suck the nutrients out of the leaves as new hatchlings. And so the way that you can organically control these is there's an organic pesticide called Spinosad, which I know a lot of cherry farmers use. And right as soon as they kind of notice that the fruit flies are hatching, they will come out and spray this. And then when the fruit flies, land on the leaves and try to suck the moisture out of there, then they die. Yeah. Just like, I don't think that's a fruit fly, but, and I just like that one. So that is going to be my one last chance of keeping this tree before I chop it down. I'm going to spray with that stuff in the spring. As soon as I start noticing them, I'll show you guys. I'll make a video on how I do that. But I'm really not a fruit farmer here. As you can see, my yard, I'm kind of a Japanese gardener. I like ornamental trees. Rocks don't need any pesticide. Rocks don't have any fruit flies. So that's kind of what I do, but I do try to do some things. I've got these heirloom tomatoes and some straw bales here that are probably almost 5-6 feet high. Got some jalapeno peppers. And besides that, I've got some blueberries tucked back in the corner over there. But I kind of just wanted to try to play around with this tree. I think I bought it at Costco like 5 or 6 years ago. It was supposed to be dwarf, and it ended up getting not so dwarf. And so I've been chopping off the top, trying to keep it in check. But I'm gonna go now and just rip off the rest of those cherries and toss them this year, and we're gonna try one more time. So I will make a video next spring and just what I'm spraying on these and how I actually notice that the fruit flies are coming up and then I'll show maybe my final results next year. So hope you guys learned a little lesson from this on what not to do, and I appreciate you watching. Give me a subscribe for some more fails and not fails. See you later.